Okay, I'm gonna do this video because I'm super depressed right now. And I've been watching YouTube and I've been doing some research on like detransitioning, like when you're transsexual. And like most people who are leaving video responses, except for like maybe like one or two girls, or like posting one or two girls posting videos of detransitioning. And it is something that is very taboo or not supposed to be talked about like in the transgender community. But I, I can't find a job because I don't want to do, you know, what they're asking people to do in porn, and I have to eat, and I want to find a mate, and I want people to take me seriously, and it's like, you can be gay and people will take you seriously, but when you show up for a job interview dressed in women's clothes, they tend not to take you very seriously. And that is a big problem. Like, I need to eat and be able to pay my bills and, do stuff with my friends more so than I need to, like, be a girl. And, like, most people that have posted stuff about, oh, I can't imagine detransitioning and all of this other crap. Well, those are people who have only been, like, taking hormones for, like, a year or, like, 2 years or, when you've lived your life for over a decade. I'm like going on like living like a girl for 15 years now. So in the beginning, throughout my transition, I was like, oh, I can still do all the things that I want to do. And, I had a job and, I worked two different places, like as a transsexual, for like 3 years, one job. But, you know, like after everyone found out, like the whole purpose of me transitioning was because I was a feminine gay guy and I was tired of people like, calling me gay or like faggot or like making derogatory comments to me because I was so feminine, and then in the beginning of the transition, it was really great and all because, not many people were aware of transsexuality. But now, since like it's been so popularized in the media, and publicized in the media, it's like, you have transsexuals going on TV talking about, how to talk and, all of this other crazy stuff and all of the surgeries they had done. And, so the general public kind of sort of knows what to look for now. And so it's just like not, so now I'm being ostracized because I'm a transsexual, not just for being gay. Whereas in like now, 15 years later, being gay, you can get a respectable job being gay and you can, people take you seriously being gay. But that is hardly, you know, the transsexual point of view. I don't know. I mean, if I knew that being a girl was going to cost me, I mean, people told me, that eventually you're not going to be able to find a job, or, I'm starting to feel like, oh yeah, that shit was cute when I was young, when I was like 18 and when I was in my early 20s. But now, that I'm looking around and it's just like the economy is horrible, sex work is shit, fucking people don't want to take you seriously because, you go try to get a job at Walgreens or Walmart or just to wait tables and, they can tell that you're transsexual for whatever reason. And, here comes the discrimination. I'm just tired of fighting so hard just to, want to be who I am. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of fighting, making people see stuff that they just don't want to see. The truth of the matter is, I'll never really be considered a woman. No transsexual ever really will be considered a woman. You'll get the respect for wanting to be who you want to be, and that's fine, well and great and all, but to get somebody to want to love you in other than a sexual way, or get to like publicly say that, oh, I'm in love with this person and this is the person I like that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And there's things in life that I want. Like, I want financial security. I want a mate, a partner. I want to be respected in the community, and I can't do that wearing women's clothes. Like, I can't. And people told me that this was going to end up happening. And all I was like, oh, I just want to be a girl. I just want to be a girl. When in all actuality, it may have just been an attention thing, or trying to get love from somewhere where I was not used to, or I didn't have it. The publicity stunt, I guess. I don't fucking know. All I know is that I'm healthy, and I just want to have a job that I'm able to sustain myself, and have someone love me and be happy to be with me, because I'm a great person and I have a lot to offer. So what, I wear a skirt, you know? But obviously, the way the world is going today, that's not going to happen. So I don't know if, like, dressing as a boy, or not even dressing as a boy, but just, presenting myself in more of a masculine fashion, or just not wearing dresses, or not wearing so much makeup, or, I think maybe androgyny. It's more of a place where I'm at. But I watched one of the videos and someone said, like, I enjoyed being like a little boy. It wasn't until like puberty hit, that I became kind of unhappy in the form that I was in. So maybe it's just a feminine form that I like, because I closely identify with like gay guys. Like, I consider myself like a gay man who just has way too much fashion sense for one gender. I don't know. I don't know. The pressure of going to school every day, and just like the pressure of people. This is like 15 years of like people looking at you weird, or you constantly have to prove you're smart, or you constantly have to prove you're something other than like a sexual toy, or, and even the people that say that they love you won't admit it publicly, love you in an intimate way, and that kind of sucks. It sucks always having to fight, and I think I'm out of energy.